This is the Mavic Pro. And this is also the Mavic, oh wait, no it's not. That's not the Mavic Pro. But it looks just like the Mavic Pro, doesn't it? This is Obtain F803. If you're thinking about buying this, wait, watch this video first. I'm gonna go over the details of the Obtain drone. We're gonna look at it together. We're gonna see, is the drone really worth the money? Is it even a value? Stick around. So it's called the Obtain drone. And when I first saw this drone, I thought, wow, it looks really pretty. It looks just like the Mavic Pro. The question is it worth the money? And is it really the same or as good as the Mavic Pro? They just started making these drones in 2016. Well, how many drones have they made? Well, if we look on their products, we can see their drones. They've got a Adobe lookalike drone here, or Adobe clone, and they have this here. Let's check out the Mavic Pro here at DJI. It has a 3-axis gimbal. The range is 4.3 miles. Obstacle avoidance sensors all around. Precision hovering. So you're paying $1,000 for this, but you're getting a drone that is professional in many ways, and it flies for around 27 minutes. The Obtain drone, 3-axis gimbal. We see a flight time of only 22 minutes compared to 27 minutes with the Mavic Pro. And of course they claim to have a 1080p as well as GPS and all the other stuff. Your one key return, if there's a problem, fail safe return, intelligent, all the things you would expect it to have. We don't have 4 miles plus of a range. No, we only get 500 meters. Going back to the Mavic Pro, and we see here it has a 12 megapixel camera. So it can shoot at 4K at 12 megapixel camera. Well, geez, I'm sure this one must be pretty good. What's this? A 5 megapixel camera. And it claims to be a 1080p. Now keep in mind, this drone is $499. Now, why aren't they using a 12 megapixel camera instead of a 5? And here's the answer. It's a beginner level drone. For $499, for a beginning level drone. Just give you a little bit of context here, to give you a little comparison here. Here's the Tarantula drone. I bought this drone 2 years ago. You can see here, this drone is only $100. It doesn't have a 3-axis gimbal, but it does have a 1080p camera with 5 megapixel camera at 1080p. This is the 5 megapixel camera that it comes with. There's a lot of other drones out there that I think you get more for your money. So let's compare. But then there's also the Spark. Now the Spark only has 100 meters of distance. For the Spark, a 12 megapixel camera. Would you rather have a 12 megapixel camera or a 5 at 1080p? Now this Obtain drone is not the first one. There are other drones out there that have also made the attempt. The Simtoo Dragonfly, it looks similar to the Mavic Pro, but it's not. I don't think they're trying to be a clone of the Mavic Pro. You can see it has a look on its own. It comes with a 16 megapixel camera, Ultra HD, and it also sells for around $500. It has twice the range of the Obtain drone at 1,000 meters, and the flight time is between 20 and 25 minutes with a 16 megapixel camera that can shoot at 4 Ultra HD. Remember the Parrot Bebop? The Bebop 2, you can get the entire setup here with a super nice controller. It comes with a 1080p camera. It has a control distance of 1.24 miles. I loved my Bebop 2. This thing has a flight time of more than 20 minutes, of around 20 minutes. And this is a great drone. It's very stable. I highly recommend this one to you. Now there's also the Yuneec Breeze. I like my Breeze. Now the Yuneec Breeze also comes with a 13 megapixel camera, can shoot up to 4K, and the control distance for this thing really is pretty far. The range says here 100 meters. I'll tell you right now, I've gotten well beyond 100 meters with my Yuneec Breeze. A great drone. There's also the Ziro Xplorer mini quadcopter drone. And this drone has a distance of about 100 meters as well, with a flight time of around 15 minutes. It also has a 13 megapixel HD camera. And this thing is under $400. Not a bad little drone. Now, if you really want to get a Mavic clone, you may want to go ahead and just get this one. This is only $50. It's called a, I don't know how you say it, Tianq or whatever the thing is, XS809W. It's a foldable drone. It actually got pretty good reviews. It's a toy, but it has a camera. Me personally, there's a lot of other drones out there that I think you get more for your money. However, I do think it might be a drone that will, if it comes down in price, say I personally would look for it to be somewhere around $250 myself is what I think it would really be worth. That's my opinion. But what do you think? I'd love to get your thoughts. I'm Tommy Drone with your drone update. Please like and subscribe. I got a lot more coming.